guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Jess. Today I wanted to do a Top 5 Wednesday. It is my first Top 5 Wednesday that I've ever done, but I am super excited to do them because I see a lot of people do them, and Thoughts on Tomes is my favorite Top 5 Wednesday, or however you want to call it. So I wanted to go ahead and get in on this tag because I think that these are really fun, and it's kind of nice to have like a prompt that you know that you're going to have a video every single week and you don't have to worry about it. And I can really appreciate that with my busy schedule, so I wanted to go ahead and do it. And this week is Hate to Love ships. Now, I kind of took this, everybody kind of thought of it a little bit differently. The way that I thought of this is ships that originally hated each other, they grew to love each other. So I have 5 of them, and I'm super excited because I love all of them. Every single one of these are sort of guilty pleasures of mine that I'm like, why do I love you so much? But I do love them so much. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will also link the Goodreads group as well as Thoughts on Tomes and Lainey, the original creator of the group. I will also list all 3 of those down below so you guys have more information on them. I think if you are a booktuber and you aren't doing these, you're sorely missing out because these are so much fun to watch, especially with like today's theme where it's kind of up for interpretation. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. So the first Hate to Love ship that I have is Alucard and Rye, but originally in this book, now if you've read the whole trilogy, you know that they don't technically hate each other. Something happens between these 2 characters, and when we are introduced to them in the books, they don't necessarily get along. Kel, our main character of the book, obviously hates Alucard through most of the book, definitely the first and second book, partially in the third. But I absolutely love this ship. I love them together. I think that they are amazing. But I think they're absolutely perfect together. Alucard is my favorite character in the whole series. Rye, Reese, however you say it, is also one of my favorite characters. So for me, this ship was picture perfect and definitely one of my favorite ones that I discovered this year because this is a new series that I read in 2017. Now when it comes to ships to end all ships, we cannot forget Feyre and Rhysand. I know this is super played out, but honestly, like, they absolutely hated each other when they first met, and it grew into something wonderful that we all love now, so I had to include them in this. I won't go too far in depth, just because if you haven't read this, there are some spoilers. If you have read this, it's all something that we're still lamenting over, so I don't want to go too far into it, but I absolutely love Rhysand and Feyre together. Now this is a bit of a weird one, but I could not include it because I absolutely love the Darkling. Elena and the Darkling for me are probably my OTP ship. I'm very sad with the way the book turned out. If you watch my channel, you know that I do not like Mal. I think that he was a whiny brat. Now, I know the Darkling was kind of sadistic, very manipulative, had all the wrong reasons for trying to woo her. However, for some reason, I love the Darkling. If she didn't end up with the Darkling, I wanted her to end up with Nikolai. Obviously that didn't happen. That's another one of my top ships, both of them from the same series. I love Elena with the Darkling. I think that he was a great contrast to how semi-weak of a character that she was, just because he was so strong. Now, I get it, strong, manipulative, a little bit psychotic, that's the Darkling, but I still absolutely love this ship, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it just because people are like, well, he is so mean and cruel, and I get it, but I can't help how I feel. I absolutely swoon over the Darkling. So definitely Shadow and Bone, Elena and the Darkling for me. Now I couldn't go through this video without obviously talking about Rowan and Selena. I kill for them. I think that this is a perfect ship. I think that, you know, Rowan gets a lot of gruff for being rude to her when he first met her, but let's consider what Rhysand did as well. I know he had good intentions throughout most of the book, but he was obviously still an asshole, so I'm not going to rule out Rowan because I think Rowan and Selena together are absolutely perfect. This is the one that I cannot get enough of. I absolutely love Rowan. I love Rowan more than Rhysand. Go ahead and come for me. I don't even care at this point. I miss my baby. I want a new book. I want a new book that isn't all KO, but definitely Rowan and Selena. I think that, you know, obviously they hated each other when they first met. Rowan probably hated her more than she hated him, but I think that this is a great example of how characters can grow and develop, and I think that where they are now and where I hope they go in the future is just going to be perfect, and I'm really excited for a new book that actually has my babies in it. Now this is a book that a lot of people may not be familiar with. This is The Rainwild Chronicles by Robin Hobb. So essentially in this book, Elise is sent to study dragons, and Captain Leftrin is the captain in charge of the ship that takes her there. Now in the beginning of this book, obviously because Leftrin is a little bit stressed out, a lot of things are happening, he does not like Elise. He does not like the fact that he has to take care of her, that he has to bring her to this place. They do butt heads a lot, but the love romance that happens in this book between the two of them is one of my favorites. Elise never particularly hates him, but she's not a fan. They do, like I said, butt heads a lot. There's so many ships in this book I could not tell you, but I would definitely say Elise and Left Turn are my two favorites, and this was originally my original OTP, but obviously Rowan and Selena are a little bit more important to me now. But if you have not read these books, you should. These are very, very interesting. It's about dragons coming back and people having to take care of them, and they are studying them in the books as well. But this is a super exciting series, and Elise and Left Turn are definitely one of those ships that originally hate each other but grew to love each other, and I love their story, and it was so enjoyable to read, and definitely one of my favorite hate to love ships. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm super excited to be doing Top 5 Wednesdays with you guys. I think that, like I said, these are a lot of fun, and I hope you like the books that I chose. I know a lot of them, like Selena and Rowan, and obviously Rhysand and Feyre, were to be expected, but I couldn't leave them out, so I included them anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys like the new background. I got a couple of bookshelves yesterday. I don't know if you remember my big bookshelf that I normally sat in front of. All my shit just kind of accumulated on top of it, and I was getting really tired of it. The shelves were a little bit weird, and I couldn't put books how I wanted to. A lot of series were being broken up, and like I said, I was running out of space, so trying to fit all my books on that shelf was brutal. Now I have everything in one place, and I absolutely love it, and it was probably the best purchase I've ever made, but also the worst because I have blisters all over the palm of my right hand, and I am sort of dying. What are you gonna do? But I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Hopefully I upload this today. I'm still kind of learning how to use Pro on my computer, so it might go up on a Thursday, but still, I tried. Top 5 Wednesday, look, I tried, okay? I'm sorry. But I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye!